Hello, Facebook fans. So today I just stopped by to really take a moment to share a word. Today, I always start my prayer, and I always ask God to lead and guide, direct my footsteps on which way am I to go. You know, I'm sure we all pray those type of prayers. But today, as I was praying, I began to go over um, the thoughts of show me how. And I began to ask God to show me how not to go back into the defaults, show me how to really love, show me how to really forgive and to let go. Because I have met so many individuals that I meet and talk with, and we talk about a lot of their situations. And there's many steps, there's methods, there's tools out there to help us. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I still have to go fall on my knees and I ask God in the name of Jesus to show me how. Because sometimes it's not easy to let go. Sometimes the anger is not easy to let go. Not understanding why a thing happened is not easy to let go. We always in our minds, I know I am, trying to figure it out. And that's when I'm always like, okay, God, I cannot lean to my own understanding. Because my understanding, I'm telling you, my understanding sometimes is whack. Yes, it's whack, and it can cause me to get in a lot of trouble. It can cause me to hold on to a lot of things that God is really asking me to let go in order for me to really get to the next level, to really walk into that destiny, that purpose that only God has for me. He has it for you too. Let me tell you, He has that for you too. But at the end of the day, we really have to focus and we really have to start asking God, because He told us to ask. I believe, let me think. Seek, knock, ask. Lord, show me how. Show me how to love right. Show me how to live right. Show me how to eat right. I even ask God to show me how to eat. Because sometimes, we listen to a lot of the fitness gurus, and that's fantastic. But what you can put in your body, I might not be able to put in my body. I might get an allergic reaction. So God, I always bend and fall on my knees to say, God, even the things that I don't know how to eat right, show me what to eat. Show me how to eat. Because we're constantly giving out, but we have to always pour in. Whether it's on a natural or a spiritual, we always have to give us those good vitamins, supplements, positive affirmations. We can't always surround ourselves with a lot of positive, because there's so many negatives going around. We even have the negative eons and just so much that people are going through. But I have learned in my journey through this thing called life that I am in control with the help of God. And I ask Him constantly for His wisdom, His knowledge, His understanding to increase in me. Because I don't know everything. I always say, hey, my barometer is broke because I made many choices. But that's okay, because God, He will turn it around for my good. He'll turn it around for your good. And I have learned. But there's a prereq that I must do also. And that is being His child and being obedient to whatever He tells me to do. And hey, let me tell you, sometimes it's just not easy. It really is not easy to go and be nice and to help someone, especially when they have done us wrong. But don't worry, God's got them and God's got you. And so no matter what you go through, just continue to ask God to show you how. And when you're asking, be open to listen, be open to hear His directions, because He could be telling you to go to that person that did you wrong. But go to that person. Ask forgiveness. I know a lot of times I ask for forgiveness, even when I know, well, I think I know that I may not have done anything. But I just like to always go and say, hey, if I've done anything to offend you, please forgive me. And once we do that, that opens up the channel. That opens up the channel that we can talk. That opens up the channel that we can really see it in its reality, because sometimes people don't even know that they're stepping on your toes. People don't even know that they've done anything wrong, because we sometimes get in habits, because we're habitual creatures. So, it's easy to make a habit. For example, coffee. I am telling you guys, I am so trying to stop drinking coffee, because I know that is a directive, and I know that is healthy for me. And I also know that, from because I am really a person that goes to the doctors to find out what's going on with me. And my doctor said, hey, you need to stop drinking coffee. Coffee does not really agree with, I would say, my body, but medical wise, from what I know of, it's not good for women. And so I've been really asking God, and I've been asking him to show me how to stop drinking coffee. Because once I stop drinking coffee, I am telling you, I get a major, major headache. And so guess what, y'all? He showed me how. So what I end up doing is I'll make a cup of coffee, and I'll sip a couple, I'll take a sip of one or two sips, and then I'll put it away. I won't drink the whole cup. That helps, the caffeine is in my body, but the caffeine is not like a cup of coffee. It's a couple of sips. That way, it stops the headache from forming. And as I continue on going that route, it helps the consumptions of caffeine, and this coffee drinking is not in my body. As a matter of fact, I don't even crave it as much in the morning. And I really believe that this is my the reason is because I go and I ask God to show me how. Because we never want to get overwhelmed when we have developed a habit, and it's hard to break. But when you're wanting to be healthy, mind, body, soul, spirit, you want all of it. You don't want to eat wrong, and you don't want to not be on your spiritually best. You don't want to be not knowing how to give up on anger and forgiveness and all of this. It will stunt our growth. This is Dr. Angela Wright. Throughout today, and remember, we're just going to stay in today, ask God to show you how. Until next time, have an awesome day.